Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. I am going to be making a whole bunch of cards using this It's Easter Time set from Echo Park Paper. I've got an unboxing video, so to speak, unpackaging, I should say, video, so you can see all the patterns up close. In my previous video, I'll link that in the description. I'm just cutting down. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on camera showing you how I cut all this down. So I'm just having a few little things out that I had on my counter. I trimmed all of these, what I call cut aparts, down all the small pieces. You can see those in the video. And then I am going to trim these up, and then I will start making cards. I am going to make 45 cards. Yes, 45 cards on camera. I've been working on this for a while. I'm a little late getting this out. I had hoped to get this out a couple weeks earlier, but I have been visiting my daughter at college and just living life just like everybody else. So I'm a little late getting this out to you. So I apologize for that. I had hoped to give it a little sooner so you can have a little longer if you purchase this set for some inspiration. But hopefully you'll get some ideas out of this package. Okay, so I am using some pre-made card bases for this, mostly white ones. A little bit later in the video you'll see that I have some pastel ones as well. When I make a bunch of cards, oftentimes I make my card base myself. But I had all of these white card bases in my craft stash that I came across when I was cleaning up, and I decided that this would be the perfect video and opportunity to use them. So you're going to see a lot of those. I'm going to add in some glitter paper, a little bit from a previous Recollections pad. It's just a solid glitter paper pad that I'm going to use. You might see a piece of that pop into the video. I'm definitely using my stickles. It is Stardust, and then I also pulled out liquid pearls in white. I thought that would be cute to do the bunny's tail. So I'm not going to talk this whole video because there are so many cards, but I did want to just chat a little bit with you. So you can see I'm already starting adding in some stickles here. Now all of my cards I kept one layer. That is just, when you do this many on camera, it would be about 2 hours longer. So I just tend to keep it one layer. I encourage you, if you have a set like this that you're working with, absolutely you can add some dimension to it. Use some foam. You could use scrap pieces of cardstock to get extra lift off the paper. I am just keeping it simple so that, again, you won't be here that long watching. Now these little cut apart pieces are 3 by 4 inches. I love them for card making because you can put that pattern paper behind there and then add that piece on there. You could add another piece of layer if you wanted to layer some cardstock in there underneath a solid color. You could do that. And again, I'm just adding some stickles. So I'm going to turn on some music in a few seconds, and then I'll check back with you at the end when I get closer to finishing. Hope you enjoy. Happy Easter. Okay, I'm back with you. I have used a Stamps of Life die, grid die, to cut out these pieces. I used that pattern paper, and now I'm going back with a piece of the solid paper. I wanted to use that for my frame. These are fun dies. I have a bunch of them in my craft stash that allow you to cut different shapes. I have one that has squares on one side and then squares in the middle. So just a lot of fun, just a little kind of a different card front, so to speak. And I'm trying to use up almost all of my paper. I'm just checking my card base there to make sure I've got it the correct way. However, I'm going to make a mistake in just a second with that paper. You'll see that that patterned, this solid paper, that kind of peach color. In person it's a little more pink than that, but very pretty. So I'm just going to lay down this, making sure I've got my card base going the correct way. And as soon as I glued it down, I thought there's a lot of white behind there, and I don't remember that there was going to be that much white. Well, I realized I left off the paper behind, but I wasn't going to redo it because I was trying to conserve all of my paper and use all my little scraps. I didn't want to waste them. So I'll just work around that, and that it will just be the green and the blue. And so I've got that center to fill, the oval. This die set does come with little ovals that you can use to layer. And I realized, oh my goodness, there it is. I forgot it. So I just put it off to the side and move on. I loved this vase. This is the sticker sheet that you've seen me use throughout the video. And there were these Happy Easter banners that I wanted to use for sure. And I thought they looked really well framing up that vase of flowers. And I'm going to add a little bit more. I've got a few eggs and little things still left, so I'm just going to add that on to my paper. So cute and easy. And then I've got another one here. I'm having a hard time holding on to my glue bottle. I used a strip of the solid cardstock, and I've got my rainbow down there, and then I added some banner pieces at the top, and a little bit of sentiment, that hip hip hooray, and then I'm going to add a few of these flower pieces. I really enjoyed the sticker sheet that was included in this set. Sometimes I use the sticker sheet a lot, and sometimes I don't, but this one just had such cute elements on it that I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to add that piece of solid cardstock there, and then another patterned piece. And again, using up all my little scraps. When I trim down the 12 by 12 papers, I end up with these little different shapes of pieces, rectangles, and skinny little strips. So I try to incorporate those into my designs. I don't really follow a pattern. I have tried, and I'm just not really the best at doing patterns. I don't know why. My brain just doesn't seem to respond or work that way. And I'm trying to get my little carrot up because I wasn't sure I wanted it there. But I'm just going to leave that little single carrot there hanging out to the side. But again, back to the pattern, I just don't really follow the patterns. I wish that my brain, again, would work like that. But so basically I just take these little scraps and I kind of lay them out. Sometimes I get asked questions like, well, how do you come up with these designs? I just kind of lay things out and see if I like them and if they work out. And again, when I do videos like this too, I will say I try to not incorporate a ton of different dies. Not that we don't have any, but I try to stay true to this product, and that if I'm showing you this product, I want to hold my own feet to the fire, so to speak, and use what I have, so that you don't have to have tons of extra things to create these cards. You can do it just with, your paper trimmer and what you are provided. So occasionally I do add in, like I'm going to add a little mini slimline, but I don't want the whole video to be just a bunch of different dies that I have added in. As a card maker myself, sometimes that frustrates me. When I can't get that die, it makes me upset. So anyway, I'm just showing you, this is pretty much all that I have left from that 12 by 12. So not much to make these 45 cards. And then a few stickers. So I'll hold on to those. I'll probably get busy and make a couple of more to add to my collection. But I'm going to just show you all of these again. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really had a lot of fun with this paper pack. It was really pretty. And again, you can always add more stuff, add more elements. You can add more paper or, pop up dimensionals, things like that. I just kept mine pretty simple, but I wanted to show you all the elements that I got in this kit, and that it is a fun way to spend an afternoon to just start some paper cutting and gluing, and it's just a fun way to create a bunch of cards for Easter. So I'll be sending out a lot this week, and I wanted to show you there's that little tail that dried with the perfect pearl, no, not perfect pearl, liquid pearl, and then of course the stickles, which if you've followed any of my videos, I love to add stickles to things like this because it just kind of jazzes it up without a lot of dimension, and it dries very quickly, about 15-20 minutes. They are completely dry, so I love that element to it as well. This is probably my favorite card with the little bunny and the little tail, and there I'm just showing you that Stardust is that stickles, and the liquid pearl is a white liquid pearl that I picked up in my local craft store, and I've been itching to use. So here are a few more. They just keep coming and coming and coming. I'm kind of proud of myself that I was able to last this long and make them all. I don't think I've ever made this many, but I just got carried away and had a lot of fun. So I appreciate you watching and sharing this video. Thumbs up and likes and comments always make my day, and I just appreciate all of you who support my little channel, and I wish you a happy Easter, and I'll check back with you soon. Have a great day.